equals auth_z get authentication state async. Right. That is an authentication state. Now that's a claims principal. Okay. Claims principal user. And now, of course, we need to do one of these. Okay. So we just change that to user. So, right, I can wrap these. So post admin, page admin. So here, no. If, that's pretty good. It's not admin, because I don't have that yet. Because if I do authorize view, I've got to do it around each section. Right? If I do... Right? I mean, I could certainly... If I do authorize view... Roles equals... Right? And roles, is that a C... Comma delimited list. So... Constants, roles... And this is post admin, so I don't even have to do roles, right? I can just do, I don't know what that was. Right, yank that. Yep, roles admin. Last one here is the about page. That's fine, that one can stick in there. In which case, I don't need that. Don't need that. This might end up being easier. You might be right. See what it looked like. Pinky in the brain and Copilot. While that's building. What are you doing? Copilot left review comments. What'd it say? I don't see any comments. You're very chatty here, Copilot. If it left comments, where are they? I don't see any comments. Okay, where are the comments that it wrote? Generated no suggestions. Okay. So I'm still logged in, so I need a log in, log out button down here. Right. Right, authorize view. If we are authorized, we want the logout link. Thank you. Is it logout? Is it logout? Yeah. And for right now, I'll just hard code log out. And is it just account login? So I've got a logout button. Page not found. Did it call? Did it call that? Logout was here. Right there. Oh, it should be account logout. Well, that's a thing. Because it's under account group, which it created as /account. And it should have gone to a return URL. Let's back in here. Account logout. Need a return URL. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Here. That's weird. It's not finding account logout. Yeah, that's a 404 it's hitting. I don't think it's mapping. I don't think this was called. Yeah, it's got 0 references. It's not being called in here. Nope, that was exactly what I wanted. No. It doesn't know what that is. Yeah, I don't think it will. Might, but right. That's coming out of ASP.NET Core routing. Can we manage NuGet packages and get that one in there? No. We're going to need data abstraction. We're going to need data protection eventually in here. Hosting abstractions, maybe? Why doesn't it like that? Hey there!
Moss 2005 just resubscribed for 78 months. Hey, how is it going today?
It's going well. This is already installed. I'm pulling the security configuration for the application out into its own library. It is part of the framework now, yeah. Yeah. You've been doing development for 20 years. You're intimidated by stuff like this and confused about authentication and authorization. Okay, how can I help? Right, I'm doing a thing where I'm turning this around so that authentication isn't embedded in the website. Makes things a little bit weird to do. Oh my gosh, that was a tier 3. Thank you so much, Moss. Wow. Really appreciate that. See, if I want this, hang on. Yeah. And I can't just include Microsoft ASP.NET. Well, wait a sec. What did I do over in the other one? Because I did get routing. Authentication is a bit of a beast. Pretty close, Coben, yeah. Okay, so let's take a quick second and make sure that we're on the same page. Authentication, sometimes referred to as auth-n, is identifying who the user is, right? That's identifying the user, right? You're authenticated. You're allowed access to that application, right? Who are you? You are somebody who's allowed access. Authorization, sometimes called auth-z, is, are you allowed access to this feature? What are your roles? What are the capabilities that you have? So authentication, and I can see why that's confusing for non-English speakers. We didn't do a very good job with this. Authentication identifies a user, and authorization determines if they have access to a feature. Duende Identity Server. All right. Implementing it for the company. Very cool. One second. 1 second. All right. Authentication is, are you who you say you are? Authorization is, what are you allowed to do? Yeah, there you go. Yep. Trying to figure out how to get your IDP to issue ID tokens just for login, but issuing access tokens for everything else. I have that. Yeah, Damien had a good article on that. I have something like that built for Aspirify and for MyTag when MyTag comes out. All right. Ugh. So how am I going to get this thing called? Can I reach into it? Service provider isn't necessarily going to have access to that. Maybe it will. Yeah, MyTag. That's. I'm going to be spending afternoons here and a good bit of the weekend working on some features for that. It is. It's like the continuum transfunctioner. Right? Dude, where's my car?
Wait a second. What do we know about the continuum transfunction?
What do we know?
That it's a very mysterious and powerful device.
Very mysterious, very powerful.
And its mystery is only exceeded by its power.
Right?
And its mystery is only exceeded by its power. That's what MyTag is. If you get into RFC documentation for Auth, you're doing things. You've wandered down a path that you probably shouldn't. So there you go, the continuum transfunctioner. So, can I get the endpoint? Can I cheat at this? What if I could cheat at this? That might. Let's give this a shot. Just to kind of figure this out. Right? I has endpoints. I'm trying to make this out and make it pluggable so that I can swap these in later to do other things. So can I say var endpoint doohickey? It's a technical term. Get the endpoint doohickey. No! I want one of those. Ah. Wait a sec. Yes, because I'm in yes, okay. So now I can do endpoint doohickey map additional endpoints. So then I can go back over here. App, right, I can do PG security dot map endpoints. Can't pass that. How was that originally? Let's go look at the other version of this. Right, the original version before we went and started hooking and grabbing things out of it. Right, so in program, it just says map additional identity endpoints. What? On app map additional identity endpoints. I need to do app.services. And then it goes and gets the, yeah. I'm not thrilled with that, but I think it works for now. Eventually, this is going to be a for loop across the registered plugins and go execute all of their map endpoints calls. Let's see what happens here. Starting. Come on, start that website. Yeah. All right, we have a... Oh. There isn't a... So, can I... What if I say... What if I create a scope first? No. I endpoint route builder. What if I do that? Bang! No, restart, just to make sure. Yeah, the OAuth RFCs are a nightmare, and if you are not a security professional, I would avoid them. If you want to get in the space, sure, go take a look at it, but it is not for the faint of heart. That didn't work. I don't want to throw it in here. I mean, I can do... I can do that. And that works. Hey, Coolio. Hello. Is that what you recommend as reading for an ant who has trouble sleeping? I see what you've done there. Remove that. Restart. It's right up there. Come on. All right. Now I've got a login button, so we'll do login, right? Admin at localhost, and it was admin123 exclamation. I'm not sure why I'm getting this. It's not telling me what URI is here. But I've got the log out and 405. 405? Suddenly my application thinks it's a teapot. No. It added it. What's HTTP 405? Copilot, tell me, what is HTTP 405? What is HTTP code 405? I needed to post to the logout. It's a post. Yeah, what a... So I gotta change nav menu. Instead of this being a link. Wait a sec. Go back to that other implementation. Because it's got an entry on the nav menu for this. Just copy that stupid thing. Right? Layout, nav menu. If you're authorized, there it is. It doesn't know what current URL is. That's okay, because they do here. I'm going to need Navigation Manager. Fine, give me navigation manager. And disposable. Oh, man. Give me those. So suddenly a lot more complex. I did set a Twitch category. Why isn't it remembering my Twitch category? I've set my Twitch category 3 times here today. I don't know what that was. There it is. Well, I don't like the logout look there. Entity sign-in manager for... Where is that? Right there. This should be like that. I think I have to restart it. You like it? All right. Thank you. It looks like Restream restarted my stream because YouTube dropped. All right. I don't like the way that looks, but we'll fix that in a minute. Okay, there we go. Log out and log in works now. So admin at localhost, admin 123, and we've got this weird exception was thrown. But that works. Okay. Now, why does that logout look weird? You know? Here. Because it's a button, but it should be a class nav link. Still got that. Yeah, all right. So it sounds like Restream blipped on me. Yeah, about 12 minutes ago. Why is it? That's not the current state of it. Yeah. All right. What's the deal with you? So, yeah, where's the computed style on this? Close that. There we go. Appearance button. So, right, there's a button. I don't want it as a button. I want it to appear as a link. Right? Bootstrap, CSS, make a button appear as a link. With Bootstrap 5. Yeah, here we go. Button link. Wild. Here. Okay. And I want it to be Are you doing something? I've angered the online browsing platform. Restart. Yeah, I have no idea what restarted it, but OBS is showing me 4 hours, 17 minutes in. It's the continuum transfunctioner. Totally. We should say that about the online browsing platform. So there's the login button. And it does this, but it isn't. And now I've got the. But that works. I'm not going to ship it just yet. I want to figure that thing out. Exception was thrown. For what? Let's put a breakpoint in that. Okay, so the URI it has is empty string. So it's going to attempt to navigate to empty string. Where is this being called? Where am I in the call stack? So let's put a thing in here. String is null or empty. Right? Go to the end of this. And just say URI equals /. Right? So log out, log back in. Exception was thrown. Oh, what's the exception? Exception was thrown. Message, exception was thrown. Server. Show me that stack trace. No. What if we make this /? Right? That's what I'm thinking. I want it to go to, yeah, /, right? The root of the website. The base of the online browsing platform. I am totally making this a thing. The online browsing platform. So URI is /. I didn't even get to navigate to. An exception was thrown. But if the debugger wasn't attached, there would be no... How's it going, Lord of Unicorn? How you doing? Let me... Oh, wait a sec. Protocol error. Oh my. What if I make it /? Hot reloaded. Okay, log out. Log in. Okay. Exception was thrown. Ooh, no, doesn't like /. No, no, no. So we get the same thing no matter what is in there. So, and we don't have any content on the homepage because like we haven't built anything because we're still. And if we look at the call stack, we're in the middle of here. And return URL is null. Should login be passing return URL also? Did I screw that up too? No. No. Navigate to renders a navigation exception which is handled by the framework as a redirect. So long as this is called from a statically rendered identity component, the identity operation exception is never thrown. Okay. So it's okay with that. That's okay. The online browsing platform is expected to do that. All right. Then the last thing that I want to do is fix the coloring of that button. Most of it is server-side rendered. What's my password? Admin123. All right. And so no, it's just a button. And the login page is not interactive because it needs to do full post back to the server. So there's actually an imports here that says exclude. It forces it to be excluded from interactive rendering. You've been watching a frozen window. Oh no. I's no good. Wow, you're about to start some new APIs for the org. Told to use .NET. Do you think that minimal API is the way to go? Yep. Real easy to build with minimal API. So hang on, go back over there. Nav menu. Here, I thought there was a CSS block. There it is. Do I have that over here? I don't think I changed it. No, it's not A, it's .navlink. It's not going to reload that. I need to actually stop and rebuild because it's inside of a nested included thing here. So jump back in. No, still not doing it. I did change it to, oh, it, should be navlink. Yeah, I did change it. So if I change it back to navlink, it turns back into a button. Why didn't it apply that one? Nav item deep. Nav link. Nav item. Nav link. No, it's got it because it's bringing in the house image. Say, what if I get rid of the deep? That made it even worse. Hang on. It's not the same. There we go. Yep. It didn't retain the CSS because of the hot reload. Reload it one more time and we should see it cleared up, and then I'm going to commit and ship this and call the authentication and initial authorization done. We still need to do user admin management and role management. And then we can start looking at actually creating and putting, no, it didn't. Background border. This should I've applied to that. Yeah, there it goes. There's a highlight that's not happening correctly there. Right, when I mouse over that, it should highlight. There. There it goes. Now it does it. Cool. Did I remove Catalan? No, I don't. You know what? I don't think I merged it into my local branch here. Let's do this. I'll stop that. Let me commit what I've got here, right? Yeah. Almost done. Initial login flow. Okay. If I jump over to my main branch, yeah, I know you're there. See, there's the Catalan. Push that up to keep my branches in sync. Restart it, and we should see the language in there. Yeah, I was out of sync from some of the other branches and submissions from some of the other folks in the community. You're right. You're right, McNett. And this should light up. There we go. That's not the right website. I don't need that one anymore. This one. Oh no, I want to show respect to the efforts that some folks put in to help contribute. Of course, I want to make sure that those features show up here while I'm working. And there's the websites. But yeah, the telemetry not showing, kind of annoying. There you go. So, well, we're going to need to localize all of the admin pages, all of the identity pages, and also add a logged in user entry here as well, so you can get into those profile pages. I'm going to park where I am at this point, though, because we've accomplished a lot. And it is about 1:45 here. I've been going for about 4.5 hours. So what I think I'm going to do I thought I removed that. No, this first adding authentication and initial authorization. And 39. That's nice. Well, fixes.
Developers.
Hit it. Loop Infinity, welcome. Hello, ads are on. You thought Blazor has a template that allows you to add authentication by default. It does. And we moved authentication out into a separate project because we're going to allow authentication to be swapped around and moved around. And that type of injected capability is something that we're going to make sure works as an external configuration. All right, so that initial authentication and authorization is in there now. And just a few more things to do. Granting roles permissions to users. Start using page script and the security text standard. I think we can probably hammer out all three of these when we get back together tomorrow. It's been a amazing time. Writing code, hanging out together, building stuff on stream. And I do need to call it a day here. I've got to get some lunch. Got to get a couple other things into me. I think tomorrow we need to get some wings. I owe you a Buffalo Wild Wings Hot One style stream. I think we need to do that tomorrow. Let me take a look around the horn, see who else is streaming that we can raid, that we can get connected to. We raided him yesterday. I want to find... Is this going to be a good one to raid? Looks like the .NET Maui community stand-up is done. No, that's not going to work. Let's go over and raid our friend Lana Lux. Here comes the raid call. And we will raid our friend Lana Lux. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun writing code together. We built a lot today. We went through a lot. I think we're going to wrap up a bit of we're going to wrap up all of this security capability. I think we want to write that little tool that's going to use OpenAI to generate default translations for us by giving it some context. Yeah, I think we might hammer out all of those things on tomorrow's stream. But until then, get ready to say hi to our friend Lana Lux. If you're watching on YouTube, there's lots of great videos available for you down here or over there, depending on which version of the app you're using. Thank you so much for watching. We'll get into hat AI repairs next week. 80%. It's not. It's the Overlook Hotel. So, thanks so much for joining us. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, I wish you good health and good coding. Take care.